So I decided to try a viral YouTube cinnamon roll recipe, and in this video you'll find out how I went from this to this frosted goodness in the comfort of my own home. And don't forget to stick around because hubby and I will be testing this recipe to see if it is a pass and letting you know if you should try the recipe too. Hey guys, so I got home and I feel kind of inspired to bake. So come bake these cinnamon rolls with me now. Yeah, let's get going. I don't know, like me did have it in my mind for a good while now, like for a couple days, but I never get around to doing it. I was supposed to do it over the weekend gone. I never get to do it. You understand? So I come home today and I say I'm gonna do it. Tell me why when I get ready for prep, I realize say there's something off my ring light pop off and it can't hold the phone. So now I have the phone catch up on one piece of something and I don't know how this is gonna work out for sure one of the things them, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. So let's see how this works out because I don't know. But yeah, we're doing cinnamon rolls. I know me come up with the recipe, but just find a recipe online. And the recipe that I find online, I think I found one that looks nice enough. Looks simple enough. Like you're not gonna stress me out too much. And yeah, that's the one that I'm gonna do. So yeah, let's go. So in a bowl, I combined all my wet ingredients and it required half cup of whole milk, but I only had almond and I was not about to purchase a new milk because we don't consume cow milk in this house, so it would make no sense at all. I then cracked 1 egg. Two tablespoons of granulated sugar. 1 teaspoon of instant yeast, we then went ahead and used the whisk to combine all these ingredients as best as we possibly could because we want to make sure that this recipe is as close to the one that we're following as possible, minus the whole milk of course. And if you made it this far in the video, go and go subscribe to man. It means you like the content, and be sure to click the bell so you know when I upload more videos. I then added the dry ingredients to my wet ingredients and it was 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now I only have a half cup using here, so that's why I added 4 times to get the amount. I then added half teaspoon of salt and we mixed it all together until it formed a dough. Once the dough was formed, I then went ahead and added 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And I know this was a gross approximation. I wasn't sure how to get 3 tablespoons. So if anybody in the comment section can help me how you measure out 3 tablespoons, I asked ChatGPT and that them tell me. But now looking back, the other video will know more. So I'm not really too sure what going on stuff, but we'll just work with it. It looked like my mind did tell me say something did awesome. I'd want a little teeny piece more, but I still not think that's enough, but whatever. Well, after I added the butter, I then went ahead and kneaded it in, and you want to make sure that all the butter is incorporated really well. So this is where we get down. You understand? My hands get into it and we start knead flour and them thing there. So once my butter is fully incorporated, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up back after myself, make sure that everything nice and clean because we're gonna put this dough on the counter, right? So we have to make sure it's proper clean. So I lightly flour the surface first and then we put the dough down and we get into slapping and rolling. This part, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a real chef when I do that part. And I say, yeah, we're getting it, you know. But unfortunately, I noticed that my dough was still pretty sticky compared to the video one, so I just decided to sprinkle a little more flour upon it. And you know, surprisingly, I was watching a video today and them say, oh, I did have to just keep rolling and what I did alright, but me never know that. So we move. The instructions were to round it into a ball, so I tried to do that, after which I added 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil to my little dish. I then added the dough to the dish, coated the dough with the oil, and then set it aside to rest. So while that dough is resting, we're going to be making the filling. So to my bowl, I added a half cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder, or 4 teaspoons. This was a teaspoon, so I added 4. Half teaspoon of vanilla, followed up by approximately 1/4 cup of butter. Yes, approximately, because we're not too short. We just eyeball it. Alright, then we went ahead and mixed that all together to make sure that it is incorporated properly. So once our filling is done and our dough has doubled in size, we return for that, press it down to release the gas. Never see as much bubbles as he had in his. I'm not sure what happened there, but we move on. I then lightly floured the countertops again, and this was just so that we could knead the flour out or roll it out, so we're gonna add our filling and get to work. After I roll it as tightly as I could, I then got a really big knife and I just cut them into different sections. Now, you can use a dental floss, but I never have none of that, so just I use what we have on hand. Next, I added them to a lightly greased pan. I started off with this pan, but then realized that it's too big, so I switch and go to the glass one instead. I then covered again and set aside for 25 minutes.
A few moments later.
So after the 25 minutes, this is what our rolls are looking like, and we are just about to pop those in the oven. So while our rolls were baking, I went ahead to make our cream cheese frosting, which was 4 ounces of cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and you let those sit at room temp so they're kind of soft, and whisk together until it's well incorporated. I then added 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So just to note, our cream cheese frosting recipe was from ChatGPT, total different thing, because I had such a problem with the conversions that were in our demo video, but it worked out. I then added half cup of icing sugar, and I was so happy I only added a half, because I think ChatGPT was telling me to add like 1.5 cup or some crazy stuff like that. And let me tell you, like, the half cup was so perfectly sweet. I was just like, why would anybody want to add 1.5 cup to this? That would be crazily sweet. Like, what? Anyway, this was perfect, so I do recommend adjusting that to your liking. But yeah. So once the rolls were cool, I went ahead to frosting them. This was definitely one of my favorite parts. I could have made it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, but it is what it is. We just wanted to know it was on there, and the goal was achieved. So these are what the rolls were looking like once they were totally frosted. I was not very happy with how it was looking. I was like, this is cute. So what I went ahead and did was that I separated them, and then I added some almonds, crushed almonds to the top, and this is what it looked like at the end. In the comment section, let me know what did I do with the presentation. Okay, I personally think we hit the nail on the head with the crushed almonds. It looks so much better. Hi! Now it's time to give our cinnamon roll with cream cheese frosting a taste. Alright. Again, let me take it off. Let's get a little plate. Alright.
What do you think about the look?
Wait.
Hold on. What do you think about the look, guys?
Wait, no. Shoot your.
Turn it around.
Turn it around. Oh.
So we're judging by the look first. So on the look are the 10.
Look. What the 10?
I think I saw the video online. And a picture.
My name come out a little bit smaller, but that's fine.
It's a little bit hard on the. I thought it would have been fluffier in the feel.
Yeah, if you pull it apart, sir.
You give it an 8 out of 10 for the look.
An 8 out of 10 for the look. Okay, I'll work with it. I'll take it.
What is it gonna do? What take it?
Wait, what you want to do? Eat and I eat it.
Feed me.
Anyway.
And I feed you.
So we're gonna taste this.
No, break it in two and we feed each other at the same time. Yeah?
But I don't want to ruin it.
You're not ruining anything.
Wait. Okay, go ahead. Cut it.
So a real pro cut.
I never see that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I never see that.
Too bad.
Alright, you take up your
You take
half.
the bigger piece. No, you take the bigger piece.
You take that.
The flavor is seeping after food. It's flavorful, baby.
Yeah. I like the crispy. The part where that go.
And the soft. Like it's a nice mixture.
What
you give it out of 10?
Out of 10? You tell me how much you give it out of 10. You know, feed me no more.
What is the cream made out of? It's a bit, what do you call it, tang? It contrasts with the sweetness as well.
It's cream cheese frosting.
What is cream cheese? Is it cheese?
It's cream cheese. I don't know.
Her feeding me and she doesn't know what she's feeding.
Yeah. I say a cream cheese frosting. What more you want than that? You want me to tell you where cream cheese come from?
Is it real cheese?
No.
Anyway, I give it an 8 out of 10 as well for the taste.
Yeah. Same. I think it's a good recipe though.
It's not sugar bun. Slightly different.
Why would you think it's sugar bun, babe?
Because that's what I can relate it to. I haven't had anything else like this.
It's not sugar bun. It's a cinnamon roll.
Okay. Big up you, baby.
So these are some of the comments my friends made when they tasted the cinnamon rolls. They absolutely loved it. So what I noticed is that these were so much better when they were warm. So when we warmed them up, like it literally went from like an 8 for me to like a 9.5. This recipe definitely gets a passing grade from me. So if you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Leave a comment letting me know, would you try to make these? Do you like cinnamon rolls? Let's chat in the comments. Until next time, guys, walk good. Jesus loves you, and so do I. Okay, bye.